I'm Joshua Kemble, and this is day 29 of the 100 Days of Making Comics Challenge. That is the challenge where we're supposed to spend 30 minutes a day minimum for 100 days consecutively, straight, working on your own personal project. Comic book project, of course. That's why it's the 100 Days of Making Comics. As you can probably tell from this video, I'm pretty exhausted. I'm heading home from work. I'm Joshua Kemble, and the comic that I'm going to be have been working on for the challenge is Quarterly Stories, which is my graphic novel about faith and mental illness that I hand write, hand letter, hand ink, and then hand to you, hopefully someday in print. And until that day, it's available serialized online at quarterlystories.com. It's a very personal story to me about faith and mental illness, and you can check it out serialized on quarterlystories.com or going to topis.io and adding it to your library. I am really exhausted. I think I overdid it a little bit last night on Artcasters. I ended up penciling the rest of the page for page 60, which is pretty good. And then after Artcasters, I ended up getting in an awesome conversation with Corey Kerr, who I'll try to remember to link in the show notes. But you can also just search for Corey Kerr on YouTube. He's a super cool dude, very insightful, very nice guy. And I just absolutely adore having conversations with him because we talk politics and religion and all the stuff you're not supposed to talk about, but it's fascinating. He's a deep thinker, and he's a good dude. So anyhow, we were talking late into the night and then early into the morning, and then I went to bed, woke up, went to work, where I work as a full-time art director, and now I am stuck in Friday traffic on the 14, which is slow. So it was a good day at work. It was a good day yesterday, a good productive comic day. But today I am at that point of I gotta do the 100 days challenge. I'm probably gonna try to just do the minimum. And so I'm on to inking, which is kind of cool. So I'm gonna try to ink at least one panel, and then I'm gonna try to go to sleep. So that's my goal. We'll see how that goes. It's just, yeah, who knows? But it's funny because Mike Emirates had warned about day 30 being pretty tough, and I can see how that could happen. Another possibility, if I can, is to go home, take a really quick power nap, and then get in my 30 minutes after I wake up. That might be a good way to do it as well. So we'll see. I'm going to continue. I'm listening to this book called, I think it's called So You've Been Publicly Shamed, but it's basically by John Ronson, and it is so good. It's all about the dangers of anonymous crowd thinking, and kind of what happens to people when they've been shamed online, and what the byproduct of that is. And he basically follows up with these people who are publicly shamed on the internet, kind of explaining why they were shamed, what the results of that public shaming was, and then he follows up by actually interviewing the person whose kind of life was destroyed by being publicly shamed online. And it is such an informative, just interesting book. I had heard about it on a bunch of podcasts that I really like. I've heard him interviewed on a lot of podcasts that I really like, and so it's been really cool and interesting to listen to this book, and that kind of just gets into some of the darker elements of online behavior. So that's been a really cool read, and I'd like to talk more about it, but I'm super sleepy, so I'm going to just focus on the road and focus on listening to the rest of the audiobook, and then I'll follow up with you guys after I have finished day 29. I'm one day away from day 30. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. so that'll do it for day 29 of the 100 Days of Making Comics Challenge. I am super exhausted. It's Friday. I'm gonna like watch a movie or something. I got in my 30 minutes. I inked a panel, and I'm gonna try to actually get to sleep on time tonight. Boom. Anyhow, I hope you guys are having a good day, and I wonder if all the warnings about day 30 are correct. We'll find out tomorrow. I'll see you guys then.